What is up, you guys, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if this is your very first time joining me. My name is Jessica. I'm a mother as well as a makeup lover, of course. Today I just wanted to really do this beautiful peachy like cut crease. I am so pleased with the outcome. The base is giving full coverage queen and I am absolutely here for it. Yeah, a little sneak peek preview. I really hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to stay tuned until the very end of the video where I always do an up close of my eyeshadow for you guys. That way you can see the true beauty of the blend. Theo, watch your feet, sir. Thank you. So if you're curious to see how I achieved this makeup and the products that I used, you are definitely gonna want to keep on watching. This look was inspired by the pigment that I'm going to use by Timaree Cosmetics. This is in Halo number 3 in their Extreme Shards. I wanted peachy. I wanted nudes. This is the Fyne Beauty palette in the fair colorway. Yeah, I just wanted to bust these palettes out again. I'm trying to get use out of my new palettes because I have so many. I'm like, okay, which one next? I'm going to start by taking shade F17 right here, and this is on a Morphe E17 brush. I'm going to lay this dark shade down in kind of like a half circle shape. So I'm gonna kind of just start mapping that out with this dark color. I kind of want to leave the inner and the outer corners to be a little bit more light. I'm going to use my other colors to kind of blend that out. So I'm really just going to kind of go right in my crease, a little bit above it. Just like that. Then I'm going to take shade F11 on the same brush. It's kind of like a rosy, like a dusty rose color. And I'll go ahead and blend that first shade out using this one. And of course taking it a little bit further in and out. And then because I am going in with such a peachy tone to blend, I wanted to take one more shade to kind of help that transition. I'm going to take shade F12, which is just right next to that last shade I used. It's just a little bit lighter, a little bit peachier. It's going to help the blend. I'll just go right over that last shade that I did. I'm going to take this Makeup Murder pigment, this peachy one. This is one of my faves. I use this one so much than any of my other ones. So I'm just going to take this on the fluffy dough color brush and really blend this out. I want this color to be the star of the show. I really feel like that last shade we used does help a lot with the blending as well. And then once I'm done blending this last shade out, I'll just go back between all of my previous colors and make sure that they're nice and defined, that nothing gets lost. Now that I'm happy with the blend, I'm going to take my Plouise cut cover and cut the crease. And then I'm going to be going in with the Maybelline Mitchell color case. Here's what I'm going to do. There's this peachy shade here, but I want it to be a little bit more peachy. So I'm going to take this shade, this pink here. I'm going to add a little bit of orange and a little bit of white. And that's going to get me the perfect like neon peach. So what I actually did was I took a little bit of white on the inner and outer corner just to kind of help with the blending. I also wanted my pigment to be very bright on the inner corner, so that's why I kind of went in with the white as well. I'm going to be taking the same shades that I used on top and bottom. I'm going to use this tiny little Just Beauty brush. This doesn't really have a name. But I'm starting with shade F17. And I'm just going to do a smoky winged liner. Shade F11. Shade F12. Now going back in with my Makeup Murder pigment, I'm just going to take it on this flat packing brush because I'm setting the whole space. I'm going to kind of blend it into this white a little bit, but I'm not going to cover the white. And then I'm just going to take this pale shade F15 just on that same brush. It doesn't really matter. I'm just going to set this white down. Now I'm just going to kind of go over that wing a little. I'm going to take my Dual Lash Glue and I'm going to draw a line right across that cut crease. And then I'll go ahead and lay the Timaree pigment in the shade Holo number 3. This is their Extreme Shard. Let's see if I could get a good... There we go. And then I'm just going to take this little Just Beauty brush to apply the pigment right onto that glue. Because this is a loose pigment, it's like, it's going to get everywhere. But that's okay. I'm just going to start by taking a fluffy brush to dust away the stuff that's like super easy to dust away. And then any of the little stubborn flecks, especially. And then I didn't want to cake on lash glue onto like my inner corner, so I'm going to take some Unearthly Glimmer Grasp. I'm just going to take this pack of Amazon lashes and stick these babies on. I'll show you guys the vibe. I'm going to start with my foundation today because I kind of have a few breakouts that I want to cover, so I want to go for like full coverage. I'm going to take the Makeup Forever HD Skin Foundation and the Juvias Place I Am Radiant Foundation. This is too light, this is too dark, together, dream team. I've been having a lot of problem like shade matching online because usually I'm the lightest and everything. That's really not the case anymore, which is very surprising to me. So it looks pretty light when I, first apply it like this. But once I go in with like a setting powder, it'll definitely help kind of neutralize that whiteness, make it match my skin tone much better. That's why I always prefer to go in with a lighter foundation, prefer to a dark one. Because a lot of powders have like some color to them. It'll really like change the tone. You know what I mean? I look like a child who's gotten into her mother's makeup for the first time. Now I'm going to take the e.l.f. Putty Bronzer. I'm going to take it on the little putty blush brush. I just put way too much contour on my nose. Snatched. So I'm going to be taking the Huda Beauty Concealer and the Lancome Concealer today. So this is all the placement for the Lancome. And then I'm going to really brighten with the Huda Beauty. Alright, now for my blush. I have the Perfect Peachy Blush, but it's discontinued. But this is my favorite. This is the Jaclyn Cream to Powder Blush Stick in the shade Swoon. She's crusty and dusty, but I love this one. I'm just gonna warm it up on the back of my hand. Like, tell me that's not perfect. Like, tell me this isn't so iconic. I'm going to start by taking the KimChi Puff Puff Pass Powder. So this is in the shade Translucent. I feel like it's like skin tone. So it always kind of like deepens my foundation a little bit. So after I go in with that, I'm going to go in with the Kosas Airy Cloud Set Powder. I'm not 100% sure of the name of this, but I'm going to go over it with this. So I'll start with the KimChi powder. This is the Kosas powder. I'm just going to press this under my eyes. Help brighten. I feel like for the longest time I didn't know which order to put like the pressed or a loose powder in. You always want to set with a loose powder first, because if you go in with a pressed powder, for some reason it just really, it really grabs onto like your cream products. And it can be cakey, but I don't know why the loose powder is just more finely milled, so it doesn't really do that. I'm going to take the Hoola bronzer. That's who they call it. Go ahead and set that bronzer in place. I needed a peach blush, the Plouise Wrap It Up palette. Look at this shade right here. I'm thinking I'm gonna mix these two together, so I kind of get it that way. It's a little bit more punchy. I like that. Let me set my face, and look what I got. I've been hiding it from my kids because if they see it, they'll get it and they'll break it like all my other ones. So for my highlighter today, I wanted to take the Makeup Revolution highlighter. This is the shade Festival Allure. This is such a pretty highlighter. Like I didn't know what to well, like I tried Makeup Revolution's highlighters before, but that doesn't mean it was gonna be good. She's good. She's good. She's good. I forgot to charge my little background light and it's dead. And here we have the completed look. I feel like the background light does really make such a difference. So I'm a little bit sad that it died. But anyways, this is giving peachy queen vibes. I got lipstick on my teeth. So I went in with the Nabi Lip Pencil, the shade Cappuchino, the Maybelline Metro Blursh in the shade Melon Sorbet, and then I topped it off with the Tarte Maracuja Lip Plump in the shade White Peach. Such a perfect peachy lip. Everything came together so well. I am so pleased with the outcome. So yeah, I really hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. Definitely don't forget to like and subscribe if you like me and if you like my content. Without further ado, we're going to go out and head. Roll the clip.